William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Last Kilo, Willy Falcon and the Cocaine Empire That Seduced America, by T.J. English. Read by Christian Barillas. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains an appendix, list of sources, and more. In memory of Alina Rosique Falcon, 1956 to 1992. The exile, I know this firsthand, has lost the place where he was and turned it into a source of myths, the root of his longing and the aroma of his despair. For the Cuban, who had his exile coursing through his blood, nostalgia is, has always been, the cradle and grave of his passions. He cannot love without invoking loss, and he cannot sing without his mouth filling with grief. Pablo Medina, Cuban poet. I am like any other man. All I do is supply a demand. Alphonse Al Capone. Introduction. This is not a book about Willie and Sal, the cocaine cowboys. It is the story of a criminal organization known as Los Muchachos, the Boys, that was begun by Augusto Guillermo Willy Falcon and thrived as a major cocaine distribution network in the United States from the late 1970s into the early 1990s. During that period, Los Muchachos were underworld royalty. Federal prosecutors estimated that they imported 75 tons of pure cocaine with a street value over $2.6 billion. According to Willy Falcon, those numbers are low. He estimates that over a 15-year period, he and his partners smuggled more like 700 tons, with a street value today over $50 billion, making them the preeminent cocaine smugglers during a period when the product, if it had been a legally traded commodity, would have dominated the New York Stock Exchange. A primary source for this book has been Falcon himself, whom I interviewed extensively from March 2021, 4 years after he was released from having served 27 years in federal prison, to September 2023, when the manuscript was completed and submitted to the publisher. During the period in which I communicated with Falcon, his longtime partner, Salvador Sal Magluta, was not available to be interviewed. He was incarcerated, serving a 195-year sentence on cocaine trafficking, obstruction of justice, and money laundering charges, the same charges that ensnared Falcon back in the 1990s. Over the years that Los Muchachos were in operation, and then later when they became notorious in the media and in courtrooms primarily in South Florida, the focus of attention was always on Willie and Sal. The two names were linked as if they were one and the same. They were not two individuals. They were one amorphous entity. This dovetailed nicely with the prosecution's theory of the case, which held that these two men were connected at the hip. They composed a single criminal conspiracy, so that anything one of them was involved with could be used as evidence against the other. This also became a central aspect of the media's fascination with the story. Not only were the names invariably lumped together as one, but their story was told as if they were Cuban exile Siamese twins. They were both high school dropouts, champion powerboat racers, Cuban exiles and anti-Castro activists, Cuban playboys, narcotraficantes. Willie and Sal, Sal and Willie.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?